and rise, lower, rise, lower, rise, lower, plie, turn out, straighten, up, down, very nice, plie, and parallel prancing, lower one, up to releve, lower one, point the other, plie, turn out, and one, good, and tendus, we'll take 4, 2 counts out, 2 counts in, 2 counts out, toe ball heel, and good, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, plie, and to the side, 2 counts out, 2 counts in, good, 2 counts out, and 2 in, pushing down into the floor for that tendu, very good, excellent, good, and now we go to second position, tendu, lower to second, plie, and then push to your other tendu, same arm as leg for a side stretch, close, tendu, lower the second, plie, push to your tendu, and side stretch. Very nice, and balance and releve, plie, releve, right, and then find your arms into first position, nice, and then up to open, turn the hands out, and lengthening through your spine, control your descent as you lower, good, nice, good, all right, everyone, just swing your arms a little bit, just let them swing around. So when we're doing our plies, we have to remember that our joints work best if they can just really swing. So our muscles are obviously attached to our, it's my favorite one to do. Nice, Gina. Our muscles are obviously attached to our joints, right? So we know this. But what we want to try and feel in this plie and releve is the swinging of the joints with everything working together. So we have first port de bras. So do you see how all of that can swing? We have the hip joints swinging, knees, ankles, shoulder. And then we open. Okay, so it's like almost like a tossing, and then there should feel this kind of springing action as you straighten the legs and swing the arm to the side. Nice, Audrey. And then there's a tossing, a swing upwards that pulls your body into the releve, and then you control that descent as you reach out. The reaching action of the fingertips opens up the joint in your shoulder, which is a swinging action. It's a slow swing, right? But it's not a hoisting. We're not pulling on anything or holding anything, but there's a reaching action, right? Okay, and then we swing from the hips, tossing forward, down. And this is a swing, and I'd like you to feel that swing all the way up to the back. Remember for your back bend to turn your head, everyone, because that protects your neck. Don't ever do a back bend where you're literally looking straight up to the ceiling. You're always looking to the side, and you're just following along that way with your eyes, okay? Tendus the side. Remember how to find your second position, nice and wide. First port de bras, swinging. Swing up, resist down. Then we take a swing into the side. Swing up and over. And then we'll bring the arms together, swing up. Good. So we're just going to kind of focus on that sensation in our plie today, trying to see how everything kind of swings in coordination with itself. All right. Left hand on the bar. First position. Last not the music. Here we go. Third time's a charm. That music was too loud. Okay. That's better. And swing. And open. Toss up. Float down. I forgot our 4-count plie. Very nice. Then take the forward stretch. Swing forward. Down. Swing out. And then just keep that swinging into your back. Lengthen to recover. Point tendu. And down. And we swing. And open. Tossing up. Resist to come down. 4-count plie. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Reach out. Swing up and over to the side. And away. And swing to press up. Arms up. Open and down. Good. Very nice. Good. Let's do the other side. Good. So left hand on the, or right hand on the bar now. And swing, open, tossing up, and floating down. 4-count plie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forward stretch. Long back. Round down. Swing out. And swing into the back. Lengthen to recover. Very nice. Tendu. Lower the heel and the arm. And swing. And tossing up. 4 counts. Reaching up. And away. Pull it together as you lengthen through the spine and toss it up. And floating down. Very nice. Good. Good. Let's work on our 5th position builder that we worked on last time. So this goes from 1st position into our 5th. So when we start in 1st position, take the arm forward to the side. So you tendu to the side, close in first. Then you tendu again to the side and you close in a 5th position plie. Then you direct it to the front, close straight in 5th position, tendu to the side, close first. Now remember when I say 5th position, you can modify that to cross however far you feel is comfortable for your hips and your strength. Reversing it, so we tendu first, tendu, plie in 5th, go to the back, close straight, to the side, close first. That's our pattern. So you close first, then you cross it in the plie, push from that plie to the front as you straighten your leg, standing leg, close straight, and side back to first. Tendu, close first, excellent. Tendu, plie, back, close, side, close first. Okay, then we'll do that. Let's do 3 sets of that, okay? Then let's finish with a little stretch. Take a side stretch, and then take that forward, and then rolling up through the spine. So different from before. And then side stretch. Now in the back bend, as you go to the back, you're gonna turn your head and kind of swing it around, right? So it's a side stretch. From here, you're gonna reach and open into your back to the side. Does that make sense? Okay. And then let's finish with a balance in 1st position at the end. and reach forward as we lower. Any questions?
Quick question. I feels like I'm on my my straight leg, call it, all the time. Am I transferring weight at all through this pattern?
No, you stay on that same leg the whole time. So
Okay.
the standing leg stays in one spot.
Okay. And
Sometimes
so
it's in a plie, sometimes you plie, and sometimes you straighten. But it's the other leg is the one that's moving.
okay, fair enough. In a plie, I've got to equally weight both.
Yeah. So this, yes, and always when you close, weights on both feet. Very good question. We talked about that last week. And then the other thing to think about is the fact that this is building from a first position rotation into a fifth position rotation, right? So more of a crossed feeling, but we want to try and keep the same amount of rotation that you have in your first at your fifth. So that's why I call it a fifth position builder. Okay, 3 sets. Here we go. First position. Left hand on the bar. Arm forward to the side. Tendu. Close first. Tendu. Plie cross to the front. Close straight. To the side. Close first. Very nice. And stretch. Close first. Tendu. Plie fifth. To the back. Close straight. And side. Very nice, everyone. Beautiful, Tasha. Tendu. Close. Good, everyone. Plie to the front. Close straight. Excellent. Good. Nice alignment, Gina. And tendu. Lengthen into first. Tendu. Plie. Hold your turnout. And find it again. Good. And keep going. Tendu. Close in first. Tendu. Plie to the front. And close. Tendu. And close. Here we go. Reverse. Tendu. Close first. Tendu. Plie to the back. Close straight. To the side. Close first. Good. And then take side stretch. And then go forward. Rolling up through the spine. And side stretch. And then opening up into a back bend. Plie releve. Arms in first. Excellent. Very nice. And then beautiful L and reach forward. Nice, Tasha. Yes, Tasha. Good. Fantastic. Good. Other side. Arm forward to the side. Great. Tendu. Close in first. And stretch. Plie to the front. That's right, John. Good job. And side. Close first. Beautiful, Audrey. Very nice. And gorgeous tendus. Tasha. To the back. Close. Back to first. Here we go. And tendu. Close in first. Good. Good. Very nice, Wendy. Good. Keep going. Tendu. Close in first. Tendu. Plie in fifth. To the back. Close straight. And to the side. Close first. Let's hold on a second. Wait for the arm. Let's readjust our arm. Here we go. One more set. Tendu. Close first. Tendu. Plie to the front. Close straight. Excellent. Tendu. And close. Good. And back to the side. That's right. And side stretch. And forward. Rolling up. Side stretch. Back bend. Opening. Plie releve. Good. Good. Very nice. Nice alignment, everyone. Very good. And reach forward as you control your descent. Nice, Gina. Good. Great. Good. Let's work on our dégagés now, our fast movement. to the bar or facing the bar, either way. Brush, touch, and close. Out, in, out, in. Other leg. Brush, point, and close. Out, in, out, in. And let's just start with that one just to get that one. Brush, touch, close. 2 quick. To the side, point, close. Out, in, out, in. So let's just get that pattern first. Here we go. You ready? Brush, touch, close. Out, in, out, in. Brush, touch, close. Out, in. Good. Brush, touch, close. Good. Keep going. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Let's do our second pattern, which is our bounce, 2 bounces, close, bounce, close, bounce, close, bounce, bounce, close, single, single. So we do a double, which is 2 bounces, and then 2 singles. Good, Wendy. Bounce, bounce, close, and bounce and close, and bounce and close. Good, so this is getting this firing right here, a quick fire, which is for our petite allegro fast jump skill later on. Here we go. 2 bounces. Bounce, close, bounce, close, bounce, bounce, close, bounce, 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 close. Good. Good, you guys are doing great. This is fast. Take it again. Fantastic. Great done. Tasha, this is so beautiful. Beautiful energy. Nice, Wendy. Woohoo! You guys are amazing. I'm impressed. You guys can move quick. Very good. Let's do our clash now. 1 touch, close to the back. Remember, this is our bell swing. Front, go right through it, and 3 quick. 1, 2, 3, close. Then we start going to the back first. Brush, touch, close. Front, touch, close. Back, front. 1 and 2 and 3 and close. Just got to remember to close it there. Good, you guys, very good. Do we have it to try it? We're going to do that a whole bunch of times. On the right first. Brush, touch, close. Back, touch, close. Front, back. 1, 2, 3, close. Back, touch, close. Front, touch, close. Back, front. 1, 2, and 3, and close. Front, touch, close. Back, touch, close. Front, back. 1 and 2 and 3. Back. You guys are doing great. Good job. Close. Woohoo! All right. You guys all did that really well. Other side, other leg. Arm forward, side and brush, touch, close, and back. Good. Back. 1 and 2 and 3 and close. Back, point, close. Beautiful, Tasha. Close. 1 and 2 and 3 and close. Brush, point, close. Back. Good, nice, Gina. 1, 2, 3, close. Back. 1 and 2 and 3 and close. You guys are doing so good on that. So the goal, which we put all of that together, okay? So we start in first position with 1 hand on the bar. Brush, touch, close, and in, and in. Brush, touch, close, and in, and in. Then we do our piqués. Piqué, close, and piqué, close. 2 bounces. Piqué, close, and piqué, close. Brush, touch, close. Brush, touch, close. Front, back. 1 1 and 2 and 3 and close, back, point, close, and front, point, close, and back, and front, and 1 and 2 and 3 and close. Who wants to try it? Let's try it. You've done everything, so there's no worries if you don't get it all, because you've done it once already, okay? But we're gonna try and put the whole thing together, okay? Here we go. Each part you're gonna do twice, okay? So 2 sets. John, hopefully I'm saying this right. Each section we're gonna repeat. How's that? That's the way to say it. We're gonna repeat each section. Okay. Here we go. Brush, touch, close, and in, and in. Brush, touch, close, and in. Bounces. Bounce and close, and bounce and close, and bounce, bounce, close. Good. Clash. 1 and 2 and 3 and close. Good. 1 and 2 and 3 and close. Fantastic. Let's do the other side. Good. Here we go. Arm forward and side. Brush, touch, close. And in, and in. Remember, this goes to the side. Bounce, bounce, close. Bounce, bounce, close. Brush, put to the front. Back, front, back. 1, 2, and 3, and close. Back. Front. 2 and 3 and close. All right. Good. That was fun. So that exercise is to help us get our sideways movement with our dégagé side, right? Going sideways, as well as our front and back, moving through those positions. So those are kind of 2 really basic directions we need for being able to direct our body in those 2 directions quickly. Yeah, good. I'd like us to do soutenu today. And then, yeah. So today, I'd like us to do our soutenus, and then I'm going to add a rond de jambe to it. So rond de jambe is our circling action, right? So we're circling front side, or side back, or back side, or side front, or you go front all the way around to the back, or you reverse it. So that's our circling action, rond de jambe. That's what we call it. Round of leg is what it means. So we're gonna pair it with our soutenu exercise today, okay? So you can take this from first position, or you can cross it in 5th. It's up to you. I'm gonna demonstrate it from first. So we start with just our regular soutenu, which is a tendu and a plie at the same time. Assemble, close and straighten. Soutenu, straighten. Soutenu, assemble. Soutenu, assemble. Okay, so we all know that, soutenu in each direction. Now we're gonna do 1 to the front, just like we did before, assemble. And then we're gonna do 1 with a demi rond de jambe, which is half of a rond de jambe. Soutenu front side, close. Now as you carry it to the next position, that's when you straighten it, okay? So soutenu, straighten as you swing it, and find that tendu, then close. So it's 1 and close. Okay, and then we take that pattern to the side. So we do 1 plain to the side and close, and then we do 1 with the rond de jambe. Side, back, close. We just keep going. Back, close, back, side, close, side, close, side, front, close. Then we're gonna try and go all the way around. So you start with the soutenu. As it starts to circle, you straighten the standing leg and close. Very nice. And then from the back, soutenu. As you circle, you pull it into the straight and then close. And we'll take that twice. So 2 sets of that. Good. Okay, does that make sense? So we're pairing this with one extra little thing here. All right. I think we're going to do this to a tango, is my idea here, which should be fun. Sure, this is right. I think we're going to do this one. Yeah, we'll do it to this one. So we do soutenu, side, good, great. Now add the rondeggiant, front, close, front, side, close, side, close, side, back, close, back, close, back, side, close. Very nice. Excellent. All the way around. And the back around. Good. Very nice. Let's do the other side. Very good. Here we go. Arm forward to the side. Soutenu. Good. And then add the rondeggiant. So front, close, front, side, close, side, good, side, back, close, soutenu, soutenu, rondeggiant, soutenu, good, nice passion, and front, around, close, back, around, close. Excellent. Great. You all did that so well. Bravo. Good. That's an important move because I'm wanting us to build into a soutenu rondeggiant, fourth position, pirouette. But we have to know what all these preparation things are, all these in-between things before we can do the fancy thing. But that was very, very good. Good. Let's do. I'm wanting to build into this thing in the center today, so that's why I'm hemming and hawing here a little bit. Good. So let's do transfer weight. So let's work on this other kind of transitional thing. So we tendu, we did this in the very beginning of the class today, tendu, plie, and point and close. So now we are transferring from one foot to the next. So you point with your left, plie, and then transfer with your right foot pointed. And then we'll take chasse, so you plie, slide to second, and then finish just like you did with the tendu. Very nice, John. Plie, slide, and up and down. So we'll go back and forth between those. So if I were to make a little diagram, we go up, down, up for the tendu. So this is built off of a tendu, and then we drop down into the second, push up from it. The chasse goes down, down, up, plie, deepen your plie as you slide, then go up to a standing leg. That's nice, Audrey. Plie, plie. Good. The really tricky part about this technique to really try and master here is especially in the chasse. So you have this plie in first position. You push down into the floor to deepen that second. And then from here, you have to push onto the standing leg and use your tendu to get there. So that pointing of the foot, that stretch of the foot puts you onto your standing leg. So they're used together. Yeah. So we're trying to find how that stretching of the foot, this footwork that we work on, isn't just pretty, it's actually useful. Very nice, Audrey. Yep. Okay, here we go. This is the tango. Here we go. Tendu, plie, point. Close. Left, plie, right. Chasse, plie, slide. Good. Take it as deep as you can. Again, from the beginning. Tendu, plie, point. Tendu, plie, point. Good. Plie, slide and up. Plie. One more set. Good. Nice, Tasha. Excellent, Wendy. Good. Forgot what I'm doing. I'm watching all the beautiful dancers. Excellent. Great. Beautiful. Good. Good. So now we're going to take it forward and back. I suggest doing this in fifth position if possible. So it just makes that transition a little bit easier. So we go to the front and we plie in fourth. Okay, so tendu, plie in fourth. Then you have to push up. So exactly the same, you're just going forward and back to the back, plie, point, and close, and then chasse, slide, use your tendu to push yourself onto the other leg, plie, slide, and we do want to have weight placed on both feet equally when we're in that fourth position, forward and back. The hardest one is going backwards with the chasse, everyone. We tend to want to just slide this leg here. Do you see how I'm kind of keeping my weight forward? We don't want to do that. We want to take your weight in between so that your body is right in between both feet here. And then you push. So there's kind of, this fourth position is a tricky one in that sense. Second is a little bit easier to feel weight on both feet. They're just wider apart. But when you have one in front of the other, you can tend to want to hang on to one leg more than the other. So try and find that equal balance between both feet as we're going in that fourth. Nice, John. Excellent. Okay, here we go. Forward and back, starting on the right. Just take the arm forward to the side. Tendu, plie, point, close, point, plie, chasse. Stay on 2 feet and on 1 foot. Stay on 2 feet, 1 foot. Excellent. Tendu, plie, point, close. Good. Good. Chasse. That looks great, everyone. Chasse back. Yes, beautiful. You guys are doing so good. Other leg. Great. That chasse back is the best I've ever seen a beginner class do on that chasse back. That is a tricky move. Here we go. Arm forward and side. Tendu, plie, and point. Close. To the back. Feet on 2 feet. Plie, stay on 2 feet and up. To the back. Sorry, chasse. Whoops. Oh my God. Tendu. Good. Last one, slide back. Excellent, Gina. Very nice. Good. Very good. Let's finish at the bar with our Batma and passe. Because we haven't done any passes yet, and I want to build that into hopefully a pirouette exercise in the center today. So back to the bar, first position. So we'll brush, touch, close. Is that what I'm doing? Hold on, let me make sure. Yes, I think it's the same music. Brush, touch, close, brush, touch, close, and then 2 quick passes. Dee-dum, ba-da, da, dee-da, da-da, da. Is that right? Hold on. That can't be right. So remember this kind of swinging I talked about. This is still that swing. So we push down to find that swing in the hip. And then this is still the same swing, right? In the hip. Yeah, you push from the floor and let the hip swing. All right, here we go. Front, front, side, side. And then we will repeat that pattern. All right, here we go. First position. Brush, brush, push. Up. Excellent, yes. I love it. Good, to the side. Let it swing. Beautiful, Dina. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Yes, look at these beautiful swinging bodies. Great. Nice, Elle. Great, Tasha. Let's take it again. Excellent, everyone. Great. Excellent, John. Good. Very nice, Audrey. It's beautiful. Let's face the bar and do our arabesques now. Good, let's just find our arabesque because we haven't done any leg lifts very much today. So just take your tendu to the back, just so that we have a nice opening of the hip. Make sure you're opening up the hip and slowly lift, opening up the hip to go into that arabesque. Yeah, because remember the opening of the hip is going to allow it to go higher, in my opinion. We're not in yoga class. So in yoga, you do that thing. I can't do that yoga move. I've done too much ballet. So you open up the hip and that's what opens up the femur to be able to lift, right? So we have to get the bone arranged, you know, that arrangement. Yeah. So try the other side. So just feel how it's going to, yeah, just feel how it's going to float. That's right, John. Very good. And play around with it a little bit, everyone. That's nice, Gina. Yeah, play around with it just like that. And let it start to fly a little bit. Then just put a little bit more speed into it, but do the same thing and let it float. That's right, Audrey. Try not to kick stuff back there. Did you have a question?
Yes, this is going to sound weird, but I feel like my butt is in the way. Like, I feel like I can't.
Oh, yeah. I totally know what you mean. It just
like,
feels
the room.
You just might be able to go higher. Maybe you just
Can
want
I
to
just
go
like
higher.
lean my body forward?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Don't do anything that hurts, but just let it go. Just let it fly back there. Yeah. I think we have a natural understanding of how it progresses if you just let it. Yeah, that's it, Audrey. I think I would just let it fly. The other thing is you will feel a little bit of a pinch because it is kind of closing and constricting right here, right? So you are kind of closing in on that area. So you will feel a little bit of a pinching happening, but it shouldn't be like a painful one. So that's why I say try a little bit slower first, so that you can feel where your leg works, like where that's supposed to go. Okay, so we'll just take 8 gentle swings to the back. Take it a tempo that you feel works for you. I'm playing music, but if it's feeling like it's rushing you, don't rush it. Just let it swing and alternate. So we'll do alternating 8 times. Here we go. Brush. Other leg. And then just keep going for 4 more. Just let it fly. Be gentle, but let it open up. Great. Good. Good. And if you want to keep going, you can keep going, but I think we've done our prescribed 8. But it looks like we're enjoying it, so keep going. Thanks, Gina. Good. Yeah. Great. Good. Yeah. Good. All right. Great, you guys. let's take the bars away, or let's move center. So if you need to grab a quick sip of water and move some things around. Workshop a pirouette for a little bit before we do our adagio that we worked on last week. So I introduced the concept of soutenu rond de jambe at the bar. So we're going to do this facing straight forward. So you're facing straight to your box. Let's see, I'll call it my right foot. And there's our corner 8 right there. But I'm facing 1, okay? And I have my right foot in front. So we're going to start with our soutenu to the front, and then let's actually just place our hands on hips first. Let's get the legs first. So soutenu, and then we rond de jambe around to the back. Now from here, you're going to place it in a 4th position. Plie, good. And then you're going to push from that back foot, and it's going to come to the front of the knee. Try not to fall over, great. And then you're going to close it behind. Yep, and then you're going to have the other foot in front. So now you have your left foot in front. Soutenu, rond de jambe, plie in 4th, and then you bring that back foot to the front of the knee, and we close it behind. Okay, so that's kind of a weird thing, but as you're turning, you're going to want to bring that toe to the front of the knee in that passe. Okay. The main thing with this passe for right now is to not let this hip go up. Like, don't do this to try and get the toe to the knee. Try and keep this equal. Remember how we go from our 2nd position? Everyone just find that for a second. So when you're in 2nd position, both hips are equal. You tend not to do this in 2nd. You tend to have both legs the same. So you want to keep them the same when you're in a passe. You don't want to have one lifted. So that's why I kind of build that. So if you're having some tightness still, you know, if you're building your flexibility, just take it lower. You can take it lower, that's totally fine. And then eventually you'll be able to bring it in and your hamstring will have that. Okay, so let's just go over the rhythm first. We're not gonna go to releve yet. I just want us to go to a flat foot on the ground, straight standing leg. Tony, let's have our hands on the hips and just try and hold your turnout on that standing leg. Try not to let it flip in, okay? That's our first step. So let's practice that. Start with hands on hips. Good. 5th position. So right foot in front, hands on hips. Soutenu, around, plie, and up. Hold the position. Close behind. Good. Soutenu, and around, plie, and go to the front. Good, hold the position, try not to twist, and close it behind. Again, front, around, plie, up, and to the back. Good. Soutenu, around, plie and forward. This is looking great. Push. Good. Good. Myself included, and I've been doing ballet for a while. This is hard. This is hard not to want to go like this. Bloop. And like let this whole side of your body like go. So we want to try and stay square to the front, hips to the front, and just really hold that, not let it pull you back one way or the other. Actually, I think we get pulled back towards the standing leg more. So kind of work that shoulder forward. Everyone just try that without the music. Try and stay square from that fourth position to that passe. Keep the hands on the hips and you'll be able to really feel if you're twisting in the upper body. So from that fourth position, the tendency will be to want to kind of drift off towards your standing leg. So you got to hold that rotation, those rotation muscles on that standing leg. That's why I'm having you do it on flat, because you're building the strength to hold that rotation once we start the turn. Okay, let's add arms now. So the arms will go, so if I have my right foot in front, so you start with the soutenu, the arms go to first. As it goes around, you keep the same arm as your the front leg that started to the front, and you end up in a arabesque, okay? So if I have my right arm, if I have my right foot pointed to the front, my right arm is gonna go forward into an arabesque line. That's right. Then as you plie and forth, you round it into your rounded position, and then you bring the other arm in as you go to passe. Close behind. And then let's just keep the arms there because we're just gonna go on the other side. Soutenu, same arm as gesturing leg goes forward. Round the arm as you plie, pull the other one in, and then close behind. Okay. Believe it or not, the arms are super important for understanding the technique and also which way to turn. So let's make sure that we really get that. Here we go. Let's add the arms now. Here we go. Right foot front. Long intro. And just stand nice and tall. Beautiful rounded arms. Lovely. Fantastic. Suspension and soutenu. Rond de jambe. Plie. Pull it together. Everything happens at once. Close behind. You can take a plie here. Soutenu. Rond de jambe. Plie. And up. Good. Switch the back. Good. Right leg and right arm. Reach forward. That's right. Good. Fantastic. Soutenu, you guys are doing so great. Same arm as gesturing leg. Fantastic. Good. Okay, last thing for our pirouette workshop today. This is really hard. We're gonna pivot. And this is all about just trying to find the stability and the rotation. So from your fourth position, so we start with our right foot front, we do our preparation, we plie. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to turn into this passe. And then we're just gonna pivot around on a flat foot. Just try and move that foot around. And it will be very hard. It's okay. But it's really strengthening our muscles to do it, okay? And then close it behind, right? So then we have our left foot. Do your preparation. Remember, same arm as gesturing leg. And bring it to the toe to the front of the knee, and then just, you basically keep your weight on the ball of the foot and just shift your heel. Yeah, that's it, John. Excellent. Yeah. Good. So this is going to end up going into a releve pirouette. And once you actually do this as a pirouette, you'll be like, that's so much easier than what we've been doing. But this is really training our muscles to rotate, right, in the way that needs to happen for the turn to happen. All right, so let's do that once on each side, okay? Starting with our right foot front. Everyone take a beautiful pour around because this intro is taking forever. And down, here we go. And soutenu, rond de jambe, plie, and pivot Good, try it one more time, everyone. Sutenu, and around, plie, and pivot. Good. Close behind, and second side. That's it, Tasha. Just start when you get there. You can take your time, everyone. Good. All right. Good. That was pretty brutal. Yeah, that's really, really, sometimes things in beginning classes are way harder to do than what you would actually really do. But it's about training our muscles and trying to find that rotation and to be able to have the strength to hold that rotation when you're actually on the releve. Can we remember our pattern for our adagio? So we did the port de bras, tendu, close, and then our transition. And then we did the port de bras, tendu, close. I hope I have this right. And then our transition. And then we did développé, transition, close in front, and développé, and transition. Do we remember this? Go like this if you remember. Sort of. Okay, good.
Well, can I ask a really quick question?
Yes.
Because I'm always confused, like the mirror image thing. So when we're doing the double pay, does like same leg as arm go in what direction?
So corner 8, right foot.
Yeah.
For the fourth position, it's always the opposite of our front. So it's the back arm that goes up. Okay, great. So then we're on the other side. It's just a mirror image of what we did.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Good. Can we try the whole thing all the way through? So remember we did our double pace to the front, and then we did our arabesque, and then we did to the side the écartés. Let's try it. I think you'll remember, and you guys are so great about following along. We only have like 2 minutes, so I thought we'd just go for it. Let's go for it. Here we go. You guys are amazing. Starting quarter 8, right foot front. Starting with tendu. So we take our port de bras, tendu, close, and transition tendu. We did this at the bar today. And close. Port de bras, tendu, close. Transition. Good. Same thing at the double pay. Beautiful. And transition. Tendu. Close in front. Double pay. Good. Now our arabesque line. Arabesque. Tendu to the back. Open. Transition. Close in front. Port de bras. Transition. Excellent. Very nice, John. Now with the double pay, same arms. Extend the leg. Off the ground. Great. Transition. Close in front. Développé up to passe. Extend. Point. Close. Transition. Good. We have to do our to the side and start the music over. Good. Écarté. To the side. Close. And transition. Thank you for dancing with me.